Bengals are probably green with envy over the play of the Detroit Lions. In Milwaukee, Packers linebacker Mike Douglas, number 53, thought he had devised a way to stop Billy Sims, number 20. Soon, however, Douglas and the Packers were forced to go back to the old drawing board as the rookie totaled over 100 yards rushing for the second straight week. The simply sensational Mr. Sims sparked a 29-7 win, and Detroit, 2-14 in 1979, is 2-0 in 1980. The message is loud and clear. The Lions are patsies no longer.
He never realized way lost down when you crucify
It's a cruel summer. Not at all. You're not the only one. It's so cruel summer. Not it gone. That song's all stuck in my head now. What's going on, people? It's your boy Ace. It back in the building. And I'm so happy today because I'm the Boston Celtics. We lost yesterday, man. Oh. Got the Stanley Cup Finals tonight, niggas. Ooh, Ovi and the Caps versus Vegas. Vegas, whoop whoop. Vegas, whoop whoop. Oh shit, it's gonna be happening. It's gonna be happening, niggas. Man, I can't wait. Just won $2,000 off this goofy ass bitch named Maya who wanted to fucking bet on the goddamn Celtics last night, or should I say Celtics, because all they fans are saucy. Gonna bet $2,000, big money. All I had to do was bet on the Cavs. I said, I'm gonna teach you a little lesson, a little young teenager. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I'm gonna teach you a fucking lesson about how to bet. Okay? First of all, you never bet on a team who's coached by Brad Stevens, who looked like a fucking IT choir boy looking motherfucker. Never bet on a guy who coaches a team like him. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. The only time I ain't betting on LeBron is when he facing the Warriors, bro. It's easy money. Easy money. Easy money, man. So, I'm ducking these videos out today because I'm about to go over to Tony's house. Hey, Tony, I'm about to go over to Tony's house and with Maya over there. And, I just called Tony, by the way, to see if she was ducking and dodging and she tried to leave the house. He said she didn't. She said she waiting on me. So at least I respect her for that she ain't trying to duck and dodge me. So I'm getting my $2,000, bro. I'm getting my fucking $2,000. That was easy, bro. That was the easiest bet I took in like the last 2 years, bro. I swear to God, man. Easiest fucking bet. Oh my God. And everybody think they're the smartest guy in the room since that game too. Like, oh my God. Whatever, man. But look, man, I wanted to dish out this video. I decided to do this video first. I'm going to do my Raptors video after this, man. I need to do an update on what's going on with the team, coaches, shirts, and all of that. But I decided to do this quick Lions one. My boy Nate Belleville, he asked me like a couple of weeks ago to make some kind of a video talking about the team. I'm not making a real long one. I'm not doing no detailed shit. Honestly, man, I'm just really not in football mode right now. It's not football season, bro. It's like the end of May. Like, June is the most irrelevant month for the NFL. Like, you know what I mean? Like, June going all the way into about training camp is about the most irrelevant time. You know, they have their little team, the last team meeting, I believe, usually in June. Off-season workout, whatever they call it. And then they get ready for training camp, bro. That's when I'm going to really be back into football. I usually don't get back in the football mode until about early July. Early to mid-July. I usually don't get into football mode until then. So, but I haven't really talked about the team since I've been in LA. last Thanksgiving. I haven't made a single video since then about the Lions. I've been kind of neglecting y'all niggas, but I was real disappointed with the way the year ended last year. I went to LA, man, and just been learning how to become a millionaire, bro, out there. So just did a lot of research and stuff. Got back into the porn game. I was in the porn game like over 10 years ago. Got back into it. I'm not talking about that. I'm in the videos myself. I'm talking about film and producing. But so I went out there doing that, and I also got another business on the side that I'm starting up to put more money into it. So I've just been doing a lot of things, man. I was supposed to be filming a movie in a couple of weeks on June 11th in Montreal. I decided to forego that one. Called the production team and everything and let them know I'm not going to be able to come and do it. So I'm going to actually, we usually film about 2 movies every summer. I'm going to film one of them going to be like Hallmark Christmas movie, so I'm going to do that one like in mid-July when we film that one. So I'm going to do that one though. So I'm going to stay behind. So it's going to be good for me because I get to talk about my Raptors all summer, which is something that I haven't been able to do in a long time. So I'm happy about that. So I get to stay home and shit and just concentrate. But I actually, and then I need to go to LA again. So I actually just came from LA. I wasn't going to go. Kind of went at the last minute. I need to check up on my business and stuff. And stuff like that. I got some people holding it down for me out there, so I didn't really need to like really be out there in the last month, but I've been out there checking in on things, man. And I took Tony with me, and Tony really wanted to go to LA. She'd never been to LA before, so I took her out there with me. I'm trying to get her into the business thing too, and she's been learning because she wants to become a millionaire too. So I told Tony, you could do it, man. Like, all you gotta do is come with me, and I told her, you need to come with me every time I go to LA, except when I'm out there a really long time. But I'm gonna take her out there again. Like I said, probably before I go to Montreal in mid-July. We'll probably go to LA one more time to check up on things. So that's become like my second home right now, being in LA. So and we just doing big things, man. You know what I'm saying? I actually just talked to Yasmin Green for the first time in a long time the other night before I went to the studio. And she been in Europe, man. She been doing her thing, man. She been in Europe, modeling out there, man. She been doing her thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So she been doing her thing, man. You know, I'm proud of all the people I know that, you know, I got love for it, you know, because, you know, everyone's trying to get their money, man. They trying to get their money by being their own boss, man. So it's been really cool, man. So I've been really loving everything that people been doing, man, and it's been real cool. And before I start talking about the Lions real quick, man, dude, y'all need to really play this fucking game, bro. Man, stop playing them garbage games like 2K and shit. Man, y'all need to play fucking, bro, and Madden and shit. Madden garbage shoot. Man, y'all need to play fucking Detroit Become Human, bro. That game is off the chain. They had that game set up the other night in the studio. The same night on Saturday. And they had it set up. And I was watching. I was like, damn. This shit look real. They got that dude Jesse Williams from Grey's Anatomy on there. And shit, man, that shit look lit, bro. That shit look really lit. Like, it really do look fucking lit, bro. Detroit Become Human, man. It's like Detroit in the future, man. It's like, y'all gotta play that shit, man. Y'all gotta play that fucking game, bro. gotta play that fucking game, man. If you call yourself a Detroiter, man, you need to play that fucking game, bro. Real chop. You need to play that one, bro. But let me get into these lines. This ain't gonna be a long video. It's gonna be kind of quick. Like I said, when I get into more of a football mode, I'm gonna really break the Lions down. Probably like when we get closer to the season. So don't expect much from this video. I just wanted to make one because I haven't talked about the Lions at all. So I just want to get my quick thoughts first. We're going to start with Matt Patricia, man, because I haven't been able to talk about my mans. For the first time, really, in Lions history, they got the coach that I wanted. Like, the only coach that I ever liked from the Lions was Jim Schwartz. And I like Steve Mariucci, but think about Steve Mariucci, man. Damn, he was bum. Damn, he was bum, bro. The whole Matt Miller thing, oh, my God. I was so disappointed with Steve Mariucci. Oh, my God. Oh my God, I was so disappointed with him, but I like Jim Schwartz because I knew him from all the way going back to Cleveland, bro. When he was coaching Cleveland back in the 90s under Bill Belichick. So I knew a lot about Jim Schwartz. But I know a lot about Matt Patricia. I've been following this dude since I seen him with the Patriots, man. I've been wanting him ever since, man. He been my 1A option, and usually my teams never get the 1A option for the coach, bro. Like, I'm trying to see if the Raptors get my 1A or 1B option when they hire their next coach. But, I'm so thrilled. I cannot wait to see this nigga on the sidelines, bro. We've been going through 4 years of hell with this nigga, Jim Caldwell. I never wanted that nigga to be our coach. I hated him, bro. Y'all know for all my rants over the years about this team, I started doing videos on this team when this nigga was in his first season with us, man. So I've been suffering with this nigga as our coach. Yeah, I just hate that nigga. I just hate that nigga. But I'm so glad we got Matt Patricia. I approve of this decision. He's a younger guy, early 40s right now. That's still very young in the NFL for a coach. Considering our last coach was about 20 years older than him in Caldwell, but you know, he could grow with this team. That's what I like about it. Him being like 40, about 42, 43 years old, he grow with this team, man. And I remember at one point, it sounded like the Giants might end up sweeping them up. And I was like, oh, no. And then that one nigga was tied to us, what's his name? What's that one nigga name that the Giants got right now? The head coach, the nigga that used to coach Cleveland. Oh my God, I blanked out. I forgot dude's name. It don't matter anyways. That nigga, y'all know who I'm talking about. That nigga, bro, he ass, bro. That nigga was ass with fucking Cleveland, bro. I did not want that nigga to come here. Like, I don't see what he did was that special with Minnesota's offense. Like, Minnesota got to the level where they were at because of their fucking defense. Now, Case Keenum had some nice performances, but Pat Shurmur, that's his name. Like, is it really because of Pat Shurmur? Like, no. Like, I felt like Pat Shurmur was going to be another fucking Jim Caldwell, just a white version of Jim Caldwell. And I was more to move for someone that was defensive oriented this time around, like Jim Schwartz. I wanted a defensive coach. Because that way, also, when we kept Jimbo Cooter, and by the way, I'm predicting right now Jimbo Cooter's going to have a huge improvement this season. Like, I expect Jimbo Cooter to really improve because he's going to have more control of the offense, and I want that for him because every time I talk to someone who knows Jimbo Cooter very well, they tell me the same fucking thing all the time. This guy is smart. This guy could definitely put up some points. And I always had this hunch. I always had this fucking hunch that Jimbo Cooter was being held back by Caldwell. So that's why I believe those people that knew about Jimbo Cooter. I always blame Caldwell first. I never really blamed Jimbo Cooter that much. I did at times, but I knew it was Caldwell. Like, Caldwell was a conservative 1993 type offense, bro. Out of style, out of whack, bro. Alright? That nigga offense do not fit in today's NFL, bro. Like, this nigga, do y'all not realize that this nigga Jim Caldwell has not produced a 100-yard rushing game the entire fucking time he was here? 4 years! He had not produced 100-yard running game. Or 1,000-yard, 1,500, 2,000-yard running performance for the whole season. The whole time. You gotta go all the way back to Reggie Bush, and that was the last time Jim Schwartz was here, 2013, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And I don't want to hear the excuses that we didn't have no backs to do it, man. We had backs that could get fucking 100 yards, man, during that 4-year fucking period. This nigga offense just fucking sucked. His blocking scheme fucking sucked. And that's the other thing. Fucking Prince, he's out of here. That's why I said another improving part of the team that I'm looking forward to is the offensive line. Man, I'm loving the draft pick of the Ragnar right now, man. That nigga had allowed 1 sack. I think, didn't they say his whole career at Arkansas or some shit? I was like, that shit crazy as hell. I love the way Bob Quinn continues to build his team in the trenches, bro. He is trying to get that shit right first. Because that's how you build a championship team, bro. Dallas Cowboys, one of the smartest things they've been doing, and this is the type of team that usually likes to grab flashy players. But they've been able to produce 2 seasons worth of 2,000-yard rushers in DeMarco Murray and Ezekiel Elliott because they've been drafting that fucking offensive line. Tyron Smith, Fredericks, what's that other nigga name? What's that other nigga name on that fucking line, bro? The main nigga that be like, I'm so blanking out. I'm blanking out hard as hell, man. Man, I'm gonna have to look this shit up, man. Because I want to name their whole offensive line, bro. Hold on, let me look this shit up real quick. Zach Martin, that's the nigga I was looking for. Travis Fredericks, Lael Collins, Cameron Fleming. Bro, all of these niggas, bro. Bro, they always continue to draft nice offensive lines, bro. And that's what we need to do. Now, Taylor Decker had a year where he had a setback. He was injured. He wasn't really healthy the whole year. We're going to get a very healthy Taylor Decker. I think Glasgow's going to play well next to him. And I think one of the things, we got our franchise center too, because Ragnar makes it where I think he gives us a chance, because Swanson was ass last year, and a lot of it had to do because he kept getting concussions and shit. He just wasn't staying healthy, man. And he got folded a lot of times too, man. So I think having Frank Ragnar in there, I think it's going to solidify the line a lot. I think Rick Ragnar, I think he's going to have an improved year. TJ Lang is getting older. I don't think he's getting any better. I think he's going to have a lot of off and on injuries, man. But I think he still can perform well when the other parts around him are there to protect him. So one of the things that I want to see the most on this thing, I want to see the production in Stafford really improving this year. Like, I really do want to see some improvement out of that line, bro, as far as reducing the number of times Stafford gets sacked, because it's outrageous the number of times he got sacked last year, man. That can't happen. We got to get that number broken down in half. Maybe I would say no less than like 20 to 25 sacks for Stafford this year, man. It cannot be anywhere close to 50 again, bro. We can't do that. We can't do that. And then on the run blocking side, we actually drafted a guy just for run blocking. That's another thing that I liked about this draft too. I'm actually digging this fucking draft. Which one's the best draft? Time will tell. last year's is looking like it is still sort of the best draft, but I think this year might be the smartest draft. You know, because I think that this year's draft was more of a getting players that actually can produce for a long time and shit like that. So I think this draft tends to be just a really smart one. Like, you know, Tyrell Crosby coming in from Oregon. I think that's going to be a really good pickup when it comes to run blocking for this team. And Kerryon Johnson, man, hey, we got our franchise running back, right? So I think this is going to actually help guys like Abdullah perform better because I think it's going to take the load off of them because these guys are not in between runners. These guys are complementary backs, scat backs and shit. And that's usually all we have is like scat backs and shit, man. So I think it's going to be an interesting team, man. Kerryon Johnson should be starting day one, in my opinion. He should be the feature back. He's a bell cow, 20, 30 carries. Get all we could get out of him for like 5 seasons, man. And just go from there. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like this is a team that should be very much improved. The most interesting pick to me, though, was actually Tracy Walker, which was the safety out of Louisiana. I feel like that is a interesting ass pick. That's a really interesting ass pick, man, because we did need a safety too, man. Like Charles Washington and Killebrew are backwards right now. The Glover Quinn and damn, blanking out again, man. Tavin Wilson. So Tavin Wilson came off an injury last year. I think it's a nice pickup because I do think Tracy Walker may. I'm not saying he will, but I think he could be a future starter. You never know because he's a New England Patriots type of safety too. Like, I believe if we didn't pick him up, I think the Patriots probably would have went after a guy like this. I think Bob Quinn last couple of third round, like, if you look at, I believe Glasgow, if I'm not mistaken, was it Glasgow third round pick in 2016? And then you had our future star, Kenny Galladay last year. And then this year, Tracy Walker. I think his third round selections are very interesting right now. Because they're all guys, even though Glasgow was a guy that's not that far off the board, but it's all guys that are kind of where you like, they probably could have been taken later. But they seem like diamonds in the rough, right? Like I've been really impressed with his third round selections, man. So if Tracy Walker is anything, man, I'm very interested to see how he develops. That's going to be a very interesting pick. Another pick that we had, Deshaun Hand, on that defensive line. Now, obviously, I think the defensive line, I think the thinking with this defensive line, because it's not a deep defensive line this year, but we're also playing the 3-4. So the 3-4, you're obviously playing with 4 linebackers at a time, man. So he needs more linebackers than defensive linemen right now. So they're betting on, Kerry Hyder coming back, Ziggy Ansah potentially in a free agency year, playing really hard. Deshaun Hand maybe battling with Ashawn Robinson and Ledbetter for that defensive tackle spot. Valaga still on the team. You know, he was kind of garbage last year. Cornelius Washington was pretty good. Anthony Zettel, who was good. You know, he's kind of betting on some guys to, you know, because without Haloti Ngata, we really need to fill that middle, right? So I think Deshaun Hand's going to be an interesting pick. And this is the second time he's grabbed a guy from Alabama at the defensive tackle position. So he must like something that he sees with that position. But honestly, I'm not too worried about the defensive line because, like I said, we play a 3-4. Now, I'm more worried about the linebackers right now. I'm more want to see how that develops. You know, Jared Davis, I think he's going to take another big step this year. We got Devin Kennard and Christian Jones. I like those pickups. Jalen Reeves, maybe get to see how he develops, man. Very interested in the linebackers this year. Nick Bellore, too. I think it's going to be an interesting year for our linebackers, man. Like I said, this is the first year really for Matt Patricia. He's putting this defense together to see how it is. Like I said, the strength of our team is still our secondary, so I don't expect that we'll see any kind of drop downs there. I think the most interesting player to keep an eye on actually is Quandre Diggs, because this dude really developed last year. He could be one of those guys that gets better with age, and we still got Tease Tabor, Jamal Agnew developing him. I think this is going to be very interesting, man, because like Neverloss has got some competition, man. He's got some competition, man, and like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see how they develop that the younger guys in the secondary. Killerbrook's still interesting because he's still not a full developed product yet, and I want to see how Matt Patricia develops him. And see, this is going to be the first year. It's going to be a new scheme, so it's going to take like a year for everybody to learn the scheme. But this is the first year where I really feel like the Patriots' defensive system is really implemented on the team, because you got the coach that actually coaches what Bob Quinn has been drafted. And I think a lot of people don't understand the way Bob Quinn been drafted. He hasn't had the right coach actually developing the guy. Like Caldwell and Terrell Austin are not the guys to develop the guys that he's been drafting. Not at all. And that's why right now I'm really feeling like this is the first step in the right direction for this team, because he's actually got the guys who should be able to coach it. Now, I haven't heard a lot from Lion fans what their thoughts on Paul Pasqualini is. I'm not sure about this guy. The only thing that I like about him is that he's an older guy, which means that it helps a younger guy, and Matt Patricia kind of get himself into positioning. But I'm not I'm not really like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm not really, I don't know what it is, man. I'm not really interested in that guy, man. But I do want to see how he coaches the defense. To me, I'm not too worried about him anyways, because to be honest, this Matt Patricia being a defensive coach, this is going to be his defense. So you really don't need him to be, you really, like, whoever the defensive coordinator is, it's not really going to matter that much. Like, because this is his defense. This is all Matt Patricia on that side of football. It does matter who's the offensive coordinator, though. So, like I said, hey, if Jim Balcouta doesn't get it done on the offensive side, we make a quick change there. It's no big deal. We make a quick change there. So, we see what it is. The guy that I really wanted to coach the defense was Pepper Johnson. I wanted Pepper Johnson to coach the defense. That was the main guy that I really wanted to get, because I thought that he fit the system very well of what they wanted to do. He coached at all the positions in the front seven. He's been a linebacker coach. He's been a defensive line coach. I really wanted Pepper Johnson to come in here, man. I did. I really wanted Pepper Johnson to come in here to be a defensive coordinator. But we'll see how Paul Pasqualini does this, man. He's an older guy, a lot of experience. So it should be a seamless transition. I don't see him as a long-term defensive coordinator, but I think for the first couple of years and getting everybody integrated in this, I think that this is a good hire. Also, like Joe Marciano as our special teams coach, I think that Joe Marciano, a lot of people don't talk about Joe Marciano, man. Since he's been here in 2015, man, Joe Marciano, I thought that was the right call to keep him on the staff, man, because Joe Marciano, special teams is like one of our best units on this fucking team, like consistently since Caldwell was here. Like, this has consistently been one of the better groups. We got the best kicker in the game. We got the best punter in the game in Sam Martin and Matt Prater as the kicker. Special teams has been a very good unit on this team. Like, it's been the most consistent part of the team. I'm so glad they didn't get rid of Joe Marciano. I felt like he was the only assistant that was worth keeping. Like, if you didn't decide to keep Jim Balcouta, the only guy that I wanted them to keep was Joe Marciano. You got to keep Marciano, man. Because to me, with special teams coaches, they're very hard to find. There's only a few guys that can actually coach that position to success, and we found a guy who could do that. So I'm very happy about that. So right now we got a lot of places to improve. You know, Brian Stewart is the defensive backs coach. I remember him from his Dallas days when he was the defensive coordinator for Dallas, and he was so trash with Dallas, bro. But his specialty is usually defensive backs because he played in the secondary in college. So that's his specialty. So I think Brian Stewart's going to be okay as a secondary head coach. And Al Golden from Florida, man, he's the linebacking coach. This was a very interesting fucking hire, bro. From Miami, my bad. He coached down in Miami. He coached the tight ends last year. Now he's coaching the linebackers. This is a very interesting guy. So I want to see how he develops the linebackers. This is an interesting coaching staff. You know, like I said, I haven't heard a lot of people actually talk about the coaching staff in depth, so I definitely wanted to go over that. And the last thing I want to go over as far as the assistant coaches, man, is Jeff Davidson, who's going to be succeeding Ron Prince. I think that this is I don't know about Jeff Davidson as far as how this hire is going to be, but it's a new face in our organization, a chance to get a new start. You know, like, just get away from Ron Prince, who has just been a torture to the ineptitude of the Detroit Lions in their offensive lines. The Lions, outside of 2013, had some trash fucking offensive line work, bro. This is the one group on the field that needs to improve the most. So I want to see what Jeff Davidson gets out of this group. Like I said, I think more than ever, I'm going to be paying attention to these assistant coaches because we have a new coach now. I'm really going to be paying attention even more to our assistant coaches more than I did before. I mean, I always have. I've always been wired that way to pay attention to the assistant coaches. But I think even more, I'm going to be really paying attention to the assistant coaches because I think Matt Patricia, I think he's got a lot of room to make some changes if he feels like there's some guys that's inept on his coaching staff. Like, I really do feel that way. So definitely looking forward to monitoring these guys for sure. Did I talk about all of the draft picks yet? Nick Baldwin from he's a fullback from San Diego State. Hey, remember? I know some of y'all might trigger y'all memory. Remember, I believe it was the Panther game. I remember talking about how the Lions needed a fucking fullback. I remember talking about how the Lions needed a fucking fullback. Alright. I remember talking about that shit, man. You know what I mean? I remember talking about that shit, man. I remember talking about it, bro. You know what I mean? I remember talking about it, bro. I remember talking about that shit because I was like, bro, why did we get rid of what's his name, Michael Burton? I didn't never understand that, and I felt like the one thing that this team was definitely missing, especially last year, was a fucking fullback. If you're gonna have an effective running game, you need a fucking fullback. I don't care. You need that extra blocker, bro. And Nick Baldwin, this guy blocked for Donnell Pumphrey. Bro, back-to-back years, San Diego State had their fucking running backs, bro, that they've developed at San Diego State, bro. Oh my God, bro. This nigga Nick Baldwin, bro, has protected both guys, bro. Are you serious? Are you serious? For real, niggas. Are you serious? He protected both of these motherfuckers, bro. Both of these motherfuckers, Nick Baldwin, bro, this nigga is going to be the lifeblood of Kerryon Johnson's development. He's going to be the lifeblood, bro. He will be. He will be the lifeblood of the running game. I think he's going to be the most important dude when it comes to the running game, bro. Nick Baldwin. Pay attention to this guy, bro. I don't know how he's going to do in the NFL, but Rashard Penny, that's a pretty good damn Rashard Penny and Donnell Pumphrey. If you ever watched him at San Diego State like I did, you'll know that's a pretty good damn that's a pretty good damn pickup for this team, bro. Really good damn pickup. And that's one of my favorite teams to watch in college football. Watch them a lot. Before I go to the studio on Saturday nights, I'll turn it to CBS, CBSSN, CBS Sports Network, whatever. I usually turn to that and watch San Diego State running backs just torture the other teams, bro. They'll probably have another guy probably coming in this year running back. I haven't even checked. They'll probably have another guy that's going to come in this year doing this fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy, man. Damn. Fuck. Yes, Maya, I'm coming over, bitch. As Maya texted me talking about something, get your ass over here. I'll give you this money because me and Tony want to step out. Then step out there. I'm not going over there till I finish these fucking videos. It's still early in the day. I'm just trying to make sure I go over there before the Stanley Cup Final start, which is at 8 o'clock. Damn, interrupted me. Trying to finish this video. Alright, so let me talk about the offense. I'm gonna get off of here. So let me talk about the running backs real quick again. I think this is gonna be a very interesting group because LeGarrette Blount, we should have picked him up last year. I don't know why we were tweaking. We should have picked up LeGarrette Blount last year, to be honest. I don't know why we didn't pick up LeGarrette Blount last year. But I think where the Lions are going to be really successful this year is red zone. I think they're going to be a lot improved in the red zone as far as running the football. Because they can easily use Nick Baldwin to block and use LeGarrette Blount on short distance situations. Whereas Kerryon Johnson is the bell cow. Then you can mix it up with Amir Abdullah. I'm telling you, I think Amir Abdullah, if he stays healthy, is going to be one of the most improved players on the team because he's actually got help this year. I really believe you guys better watch out for Amir Abdullah. I think he's going to be so fucking improved. I do. I think this dude is going to be rejuvenated. The offense is going to be a little bit different this year. It's like I said, Jimbo Cooter and Matthew Stafford will have full control over this shit now. No more fucking Jim Caldwell conservative calls, bro. I think they're going to let it loose. They're going to let the running game really help Stafford out, bro. I think it's going to be such an improved year. The one question mark that I got is Theo Riddick. Do you use Theo Riddick in the passing game like you're supposed to? Like, that's the one thing that I'm a little bit nervous about, that they're still not going to do a good job of this year. Because Theo Riddick really needs to be used more in the passing game. He really does. Because I'm a little bit nervous about our tight end situation. I'm going to go over that in a second. We're going to need extra receivers. Now, Dwayne Washington, I think he's going to get cut. I think he's done. If he doesn't get regulated to the practice squad roster, I think he's done. I think Zach Zenner is going to get cut. So I think the running backs this year will be Amir Abdullah, LeGarrette Blount, Kerryon Johnson, and Theo Riddick. And then Nick Baldwin as the fullback. I think that's going to be our four. One of these guys might make the practice squad. I'm really upset about Tion Green being let go because he was the one bright spot that we had in our running game last year. I don't know. I don't know why they gave him up, but I like Zach Zenner. I wanted to like Dwayne Washington, but he has no ball vision. He doesn't move. I don't know what happened to Dwayne Washington, man. He came in when he was returning kicks. He looked like he was going to be a dynamic pick. I don't know what happened to Dwayne Washington, man. It's been very disappointing. He's looking like a bust for us, but he was drafted in the 7th round, so I really can't call anybody that was drafted below the 5th round a bust. But I'm really disappointed with his development. But our wide receiver core might be, I don't know. I go back and forth. Either the secondary is the best unit on the team, on the entire team, or it's the wide receivers. The wide receivers, just these 4 guys alone, Kenny Golladay, Golden Tate, Marvin Jones, and T.J. Jones, those 4 guys right there, especially T.J. Jones, who was the most improved player outside of Quandre Diggs on the team last year. T.J. Jones was a monster before he got hurt last year, man, in the 14th game of the season against the Bears. T.J. Jones was a fucking monster, bro. And I believe that's I believe he's one of the main reasons why we did not beat Cincinnati last year. A lot of people did not touch up on that. Now, I was in Los Angeles when we played basically all the December games, so I didn't get a chance to actually bring it up. That I think the reason why we lost to Cincinnati was because we had T.J. Jones. I thought that was one of the keys in that game why we didn't win. T.J. Jones does a really great job of making it easy on the other receivers, just playing in the slot and getting things done. Kenny Golladay next year, I think he's going to be a monster. I think he's going to be a feature tight end. A feature receiver, because this is a contract year for Golden Tate. So I don't know if Golden Tate's going to come back or not. So I think that this is probably going to be a year of transition for Kenny Golladay to really step into that number 1 role. Because, like I said, I would still like to see them. Now, Marvin Jones improved a lot last year. So he was a better number 1 than he was the year before. Way better number 1. So it's almost like they can interchange that. But I think Kenny Golladay is going to stay the number 3 on the team this year because we still have Golden Tate. So I do expect them to do that. T.J. Jones keeps the 4 spot. And one of the things last thing about T.J. Jones, one of the things I really respect about T.J. Jones last year was that I remember people would get on this motherfucker for stealing the job away from Jace Billingsley. You know we all got love for Jace Billingsley. So a lot of people was mad as fuck that Jace Billingsley didn't make didn't get the 4th receiver spot. And people was like, man, why you sign this sweet ass looking nigga T.J. Jones and shit like that? I was probably the only nigga that had belief in T.J. Jones, man, at that point. Because I saw the potential every year in this dude, going back to his Notre Dame days. This dude, T.J. Jones, he's a player. That dude, T.J. Jones, is a fucking player. And he made a lot of clutch catches for us, man. This dude, T.J. Jones, is a valuable receiver, man. I'm probably the only motherfucker that talks the highest about him in the Detroit Lions fan base, bro. Because I know what this dude can do, man. He is solid. Now, Jace Billingsley, can he make? Will we carry 5 receivers ever on this team, man? I would like for us to carry 5 receivers, man, and have Jace come up this year. Now, we got Dantes Ford, Deontay Alexandra. I forgot what this one guy named. There was a guy that people were talking about was the gym. Let me look him up right now hey guys, let me look him up right now. There was a guy that they said is a gym on the team. Let me see who it was. They said that there was a hidden gym on his team that tried out for us. Let me see. Hold on. And hold on, let me hurry do this, man, because I gotta make this Raptor video, man. I gotta hurry to find this nigga. There's an article about the Lions might have the deepest receiving core in the league. I think they do because, you know, you got Deontay Alexander, man. I mean, they got some guys, man. I'm telling you, man. They got some guys. They got some interesting guys that could play receiver on this team, man. I think that we got one of the best receiver cores in the league, man. I really do. I think that this is a year we're going to come full circle. But I'm still looking for this guy that was supposed to have been like this hidden gem. Hold on. I might have to go on the YouTube because it was a YouTube video that I watched about the guy. Let me see. Let me see if I can find this guy. Let me see if I can find him. I'm going to have to look this up in YouTube. See what's going on. Let me see here. Okay, I found the video. Alright, let me get his name. They talking about this thing in the comment section about his fucking ears and shit. Saying he got fucking satellite ears. Nigga got fucking Dumbo, the fucking... Remember Dumbo the elephant? That fucking Disney movie? Got fucking Dumbo ears, bro. It was Deontay Alexander. I thought it was him. I was like, wait a minute. I thought it was him. I was like, wait a minute. It's Deontay Alexander. Yeah, so they was talking about him as the gem, Deontay Alexander. If he is as advertised as they're making him out to be, can you imagine if he makes this fucking team, bro? And he's actually that fucking good? Dude, man, Stafford should have a career year in passing yards and just completions this year, man. Because I don't see how in the fuck this guy doesn't throw for like 40 touchdowns this year if this receiving core stays healthy. Like, this is why I said if the blocking can improve this year, and it should, Jim Balcooter should let Stafford just run that shit loose this year. Like, just let him dart the fuck out of that goddamn ball, man. No more conservative plays. Just let him fucking throw that bitch deep as fuck, bro. Let him throw that bitch deep as fuck, bro. Because he's got some gems on this fucking team, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm trying to answer something right now. Hold on real quick. I'm trying to answer this motherfucker. Hold on. All right, so this team, man, they got a very good receiver core. Now the tight ends is an open door. Now, my belief, like, not that Ebron was that good, but I do think that Ebron had a decent season last year. He just had a lot of drops though, but I do wonder where the production is going to come from now. I want to see, maybe they are ready to just step it up with Michael Roberts. Maybe that's the guy, because Michael Roberts, he needs more opportunities, man. Like, Michael Roberts, to me, is solid. He could block and he could catch. Let this guy just break out. Just let Michael Roberts break out. Just take off the handcuffs, the training wheels, let him break out. Because Michael Roberts, man, I do think they're ready for him to take over. Now, they did give him some help with Luke Wilson from Seattle. I always liked Luke Wilson from that team. I thought they got better. I always thought Russell Wilson got better production out of him over Jimmy Graham, who, by the way, is looking very overrated right now. And we'll see how Aaron Rodgers plays with Jimmy Graham, but not looking so good. And then we got To'olo, and I expect To'olo to make the team. But it's going to be a very interesting year for the tight ends because I do think this is a year where they need someone to step up. But I think the key to us having success with the tight end group is allowing Michael Roberts to just step up. Just allow him to step up and do his thing, man. So I do think that's the thing. But my expectation, like, right now, I feel so good because Matt Patricia is the head coach. I do think he's our Super Bowl winning head coach. I do think he's going to get us. I think he's going to get us there. I think he is. It's going to take some time, though. I think some people might jump the gun and be like, man, he need to get us there in 2 to 3 years. It might take 5 years with this group. It might take 5 years, bro. This year coming out, I don't think this is a playoff team, but they could make it. But my expectations just aren't that high. So this is a fill-out process. We got a tough schedule this year too, man. I think that this is a fill-out process type of year. I don't have any real high expectations, but going into next year, this is where I would like to see the team make the playoffs next year. At least make the playoffs next year and get a home game, win a division. I think they are capable of doing that. The Vikings ain't that damn good. They got exposed last year. The Packers are slowly but surely. Aaron Rodgers is going to leave them when he gets a chance. He's going to leave them. And then the Bears are who we thought they were. And you don't let them off the hook. They're still developing. So I think the Lions, they got a chance. Let's see how bad. This is going to be an interesting year. I can't wait for September the 10th. Opening night against the New York Jets, man. I've been talking with the girls about potentially going to that game. It depends because I might be in LA when the season starts. So y'all might not actually see me or hear from me when the season starts, man. So, but I want to see Sam Darnold. I love watching Sam Darnold and Josh Rosen play in college. So Sam Darnold, if he starts for the Jets, I'm interested in seeing his first career game. It's a Monday night game. The last time we opened up a Monday Night Football, I went to that game against the New York Giants. Ironically, we playing the Jets. So ESPN just love us playing in New York because we played the Giants last year on Monday Night Football. They just love us playing because we always deliver high ratings. Like, the Giants and Lions game was one of the highest rated games in a very low rated season for Monday Night Football. Check Monday Night Football's ratings. We had one of the top 5 highest rated games last year on Monday Night Football. Check it. Lions, Giants. Check that shit. You know? So you got that New York market and Lions fans, bro. It's always a win-win. It's always a win-win. But it's a tough-ass schedule, man, because we got Jimmy Garoppolo the week after that on the road. The Patriots the week after that. Man, it's going to be a bar-burner for. That's why we got to win that first game against the Jets, bro. We should be able to win that first game. That'll be a nice first win. Matt Patricia is very familiar with the Jets. That should be a very, very interesting contest, but it should be a win right out of the gate. Chucky's back. We got Chucky to open up the season in Oakland. August the 10th for the preseason. So that's going to be interesting, right? So Like I said, it's gonna be a very interesting Lions season. I think for a lot of us Lions fans, we're relieved not to see Jim Caldwell on the sidelines no more. That's why a lot of us are really enthused about the Lions right now. We're not a finished product as far as the players that we have. Like Bob Quinn still got a lot of work to do on this team, man. It's nowhere near the talent that it should have, but I think we got a lot of good players though developing, and that's where we are as a franchise right now. We're just at a development stage right now. That's where we are. And that's the reality of where we're at. And people need to realize that that's where we are, man. We took a couple of steps back this year to really rebuild. We're kind of almost doing a half rebuild right now. It's almost a half rebuild. You know, it's not going to be a full rebuild because we got Stafford and a lot of the key vets like Glover Quinn and shit and fucking Golden Tate and Marvin Jones and Rick Wagner, TJ Lang and motherfuckers like that, Ziggy Ansah. So it's not a full rebuild, but I think the two most interesting players going into next year to watch out for is going to be Kenny Golladay on the receiving end and Jared Davis on the defensive end. I can't wait to watch Jared Davis. Jared Davis was the most exciting player I watched last year. I loved watching him develop. It reminded me of Chris Spielman in his first year with the Lions. I think this guy's going to be such a fucking monster this year, man. He's going to be everywhere, bro. And it's going to be in a 3-4 where he's going to have another middle linebacker playing next to him. It's going to be very interesting, man. I'm glad we're playing in the 3-4. I was begging for the 3-4, man. Y'all know me, man, when I was crying about fucking Kyle Vanoy, man, he would have excelled in the 3-4. Now we're playing that 3-4, man. So, and I think the 3-4 is good because we play in a division and in a conference where the guys pass the football, man. Like, Kirk Cousins is in Minnesota now, man. We got to deal with passing, bro. Mitch Trubisky, you know, Aaron Rodgers, man. We're going to be facing, we need more linebackers out there, man, to cover up all those little slot plays, you know, these in routes, man. We need to cover up all of that. So, it's very interesting, but, I got to make this wrap the video, so I'm going to sign off. I think that this video was pretty long. I think you guys got a lot out of this video. You know, I don't know. This could be the last line video I make it to. I get a chance whenever I come back home in August, man. But if I do make another one, I'll just make another one just because I feel like making it. But I definitely want to make sure I had all my thoughts in this one just in case. So, y'all enjoy yourselves, just in case I don't speak to y'all Lion fans again. Y'all enjoy y'all summer and play that game, Detroit Become Human. Very exciting game, man. I'm going to buy that at some point. Very good looking game. But that's going to do it from here. Peace. Y'all take care, man.